It's so relaxing. So piercing. Can you hear how high the placement is? Hey guys, welcome back to another reaction on Dimash. This time singing Ave Maria. Ave Maria. Ave Maria.
2 hours later.
Ave Maria, that's right. It's funny how I'm hesitating to pronounce it, right? Because what's interesting is back then when I was younger, I used to be a guitar ensemble in my school, and I remember playing this song in my ensemble. So I suppose the same Ave Maria. Ave Maria. Shit. How can I forget how to pronounce this song when I've actually learned how to play this song on the guitar? Ave Maria. That's probably the correct pronunciation. I don't know, don't come at me if I pronounce it wrongly. I'm here to react to Dimash singing this song, so let's get started. And I've not heard anyone sing it before. I've only played it on a guitar before, so I have no idea how this is gonna go. But this is your first time watching my video. Why am I in a lab coat? Because I'm a full-time chemistry student and also a full-time vocal coach. So it's JJ here, and if this is your first time watching my video, I help singers like you unlock your high notes fast by showing you exactly how you can access your high complete mixed voice vocal placement, in which Dimash in this performance is going to demonstrate to you exactly how it's done. And I'm wearing my lab coat just to keep myself safe in case this reaction is about to get a bit too vigorous. So let's get started. This could be a morning alarm. Like the start of it, so that I wake up not with the iPhone. Ding 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 ding. Ooh, he looks serious and hard in like white, full white. Beautiful. The high countertenor voice. Look at how high his placement is, keeping a light compression with the vibrato going freely. With the entire song being ah. Beautiful. It's so relaxing. Adding a bit more air to give that extra emotions. See, now going back to medium. More nasal resonance right there. That's why it's so piercing. Beautiful. It's countertenor voice throughout. It's not easy to be singing ah throughout. D flat 5. Very high. If you listen throughout, he has been singing from C5 to C6, which is the perfect range for counter tenors to show off their voice. Because most guys, even tenors, let's face it, it is very difficult to be as free flow, as relaxed as what Dimash is doing here. Kita Dimash is keeping it very, very relaxed in his high, complete, mixed voice vocal placement. In fact, sometimes when he reach into a more falsetto, a lighter compression area, he's actually getting in even higher into his high head voice vocal placement. And in certain times, I would even argue that he's verging towards his super head voice placement. If you don't know what a super head voice placement is, I've explained it before in my previous Dimash analysis. So go ahead and watch that video after I'm done with Dimash. Awesome so far, Ave Maria. The drums, so piercing, a lot of nasal resonance. Super high head voice placement. Look at that fine coordination of his vocal cords. Can you see here? Can you hear how high the placement is? It's right from here. C6, B5. He sings it so relaxed.
Dimash Kudaibergen.
You don't even realize that he's singing so high because he does it so relaxed.
Браво!
Просто мурашки по коже.
Now this is a perfect demonstration of Dimash's high placement, because in a lot of his other performances, guess what? Why am I still holding these safety goggles? It's safe to take it off now that I've finished reacting. Like I said, this performance, if you're a learner, if you're someone who's trying to sing, someone who's trying to sing high notes well, this is one of the best performance to, in a sense, imitate and learn from. Because right here, Dimash is keeping everything in his high placement, but he's almost using very little chest resonance, purely head resonance and nasal resonance, and a mix of both. Here, chest resonance somewhere here and there, but not a lot of chest resonance in this video, which is very good, because if you understand this, I've talked about this before in one of my very popular video on how to find your mixed voice. Go ahead and watch it if you haven't done so. That the key to singing high notes well is to first find your high head voice vocal placement, in which Dimash is demonstrating so perfectly right here. In fact, he even went even higher than a head voice placement into his high super head voice vocal placement. And we know that in singing, if you want to sing high notes, especially powerful high notes, mixed voice kind of high notes, if you want to sing well, first you have to find a high placement and then compress into the high placement. Because most people, guess what? The reason why you can't sing higher, the reason why you feel like there's a cap, right? There's a ceiling to how high you can go, is because you're stuck in your low placement, and you're trying to drag, you're trying to compress into your low placement, which will end up cause you to sound very, I don't know, nasal, sound very heavy, sound very stubborn. Hence, I term it low, heavy, and stubborn chest voice, because it just sounds bad to the ears. And when you sing it into a microphone, you'll be blasting the mic. But when Dimash does just now, can you hear that the voice enters the mic so crystal clear? And I can tell you, even if I'm using a fan cam to record this, and you listen directly from a fan cam, it will be so clear. And that can only happen because of Dimash's high placement. So this is a perfect example of Dimash demonstrating his high placement. In fact, I've gone through his high placement before in one of my other analysis video, where his vocal coach is taking him through something similar here. And right here, Dimash is just executing it perfectly. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, hit the like button down below and tell me in the comments section what about this performance amazed you the most. And I would love to hear what you have to say about Ave Maria. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the reaction video that I just did. You probably have heard me mention high complete mixed voice vocal placement multiple times, or high placement multiple times in the video, because that's literally the key to singing high notes well, like that singer that you have just watched. And once you can access your own high complete mixed voice vocal placement, you will unlock your high notes faster than you can imagine, like what I've done over the past 1 short year. If you want to discover your own high complete mixed voice vocal placement, then follow the link below and I'll show you exactly how you can do that. See you on the other side.